January 25, 2026. News tickers flash across screens worldwide, signaling a major development in Asia's most volatile waters. In Beijing, officials issue a stern warning to Tokyo, threatening severe consequences after Japan's announcement of a missile deal with the Philippines. The message is clear: China will not tolerate what it sees as foreign interference in its backyard. The intensity of this warning marks a significant escalation in the ongoing South China Sea dispute, raising tensions to levels not seen in years. Diplomats scramble behind closed doors as military analysts warn of a dangerous new phase. At the heart of the crisis is Japan's plan to export its advanced Chusam missile systems to the Philippines, a move that could dramatically alter the region's security landscape. For the first time, Japan is stepping beyond its traditional pacifist stance to arm a Southeast Asian ally. For Manila, acquiring these missiles is more than a military upgrade. It's a vital step to defend its sovereignty and assert its claims in contested waters. Filipino troops prepare for a new era of deterrence, hoping these weapons will tip the balance in their favor. For Tokyo, this is a bold and unprecedented move into regional security affairs. Japanese officials frame the deal as a commitment to peace and stability, but also as a signal that Japan will not stand by as its neighbors face growing threats. Beijing, however, sees the missile transfer as a direct challenge to its influence, warning that it could fuel an arms race and bring the region closer to open conflict. Chinese warships increase their patrols, and state media amplifies the government's hardline stance. The stakes are enormous. The South China Sea is not just a flashpoint for regional powers, it's a vital artery for global commerce, with a third of the world's maritime trade passing through these waters. Any conflict here could have far-reaching economic consequences. Chinese media accuses Japan of stoking conflict and warns the Philippines not to become a pawn in a larger geopolitical game. Editorials urge Beijing to respond forcefully, while social media buzzes with nationalist sentiment. Meanwhile, standoffs between Philippine and Chinese vessels continue almost daily, each encounter more fraught as the missile deal looms overhead. The risk of miscalculation grows with every close call at sea. Around the world, governments and citizens alike watch anxiously, wondering if these new weapons will serve as a deterrent to aggression, or become the spark that ignites a wider conflict in one of the world's most critical regions. The Chusam missile deal is a turning point for both Japan and the Philippines. For the first time, Japan is set to export a complete, lethal missile system, breaking from decades of post-war pacifism. The deal would give the Philippines a credible air defense, addressing a long-standing vulnerability. Negotiations include not just hardware, but training, support, and possible technology transfer, signaling a deepening partnership. For Manila, it's a statement of self-reliance and a message to Beijing: it's not alone. For Japan, it's a test of its new defense export policy and a step toward greater regional influence. The move diversifies the Philippines' military suppliers and strengthens regional security ties. By arming a frontline partner, Japan is actively shaping the Indo-Pacific balance of power. The Chusam is no ordinary missile system. It's a mobile, truck-mounted air defense network, launchers, radar, command center, designed for rapid deployment across island terrain. Its phased-array radar can track up to 100 targets at once, from jets to cruise missiles and drones. Each launcher carries 6 fire-and-forget missiles, able to engage multiple threats simultaneously. This technology gives the Philippines a 50-kilometer protective bubble, shielding key bases and cities. The system's cruise missile defense is especially vital, countering one of the region's top threats. For the Philippines, Chusam means a real shield against air attack, forcing adversaries to think twice. It's a leap in capability, not just a new weapon. The deal would transform Philippine air defense overnight. Japan's recent decision to export the Chusam missile system marks a pivotal moment in the nation's modern history, representing the culmination of a decade-long transformation in its defense policy. This move is not just about selling military hardware, it's a symbol of how Japan is redefining its role on the global stage. For decades, Japan was bound by its pacifist constitution, adopted after World War II, and enforced by strict bans on arms exports. The self-defense forces operated under close scrutiny, with the nation's leaders wary of any step that might be seen as militaristic. But the world around Japan has changed dramatically. The rapid rise of China's military power and the persistent threat posed by North Korea's missile and nuclear programs have forced Tokyo to reconsider its traditionally passive stance. These regional threats have made it clear that Japan can no longer rely solely on others for its security. In 2014, Japan introduced the Three Principles on Transfer of Defense Equipment and Technology, which cautiously allowed limited arms exports. However, recent revisions have gone further, now permitting the export of lethal weapon systems, a significant departure from past policy. The Chusam deal is especially notable as it represents the first time Japan is exporting a fully domestically designed and produced weapon system. This not only showcases Japan's advanced technological capabilities, but also signals a new era in its defense industry. By providing the Chusam to the Philippines, Japan is actively contributing to the strengthening of the First Island chain, a crucial, strategic barrier that helps contain China's maritime ambitions and maintain balance in the region. This bold move transforms Japan from a passive beneficiary of regional stability, largely under the U.S. security umbrella, into an active provider of security and stability in the Indo-Pacific. A stronger, better-equipped Philippines means a more resilient Southeast Asia, which in turn enhances the security environment for Japan and its allies. It's a win-win for regional peace and deterrence. As the world watches, Japan is stepping up as a proactive security player, signaling its readiness to take on greater responsibility for peace and stability, not just at home, but across the region and beyond. China's response has been swift and hostile. Beijing sees the missile deal as a direct provocation and part of a US-led effort to contain China. State media accuses Japan of reviving militarism and warns of economic and military consequences. Advanced Filipino air defenses threaten China's freedom of action in the South China Sea, complicating its military plans. Historical mistrust amplifies Beijing's alarm. Japan's rearmament stirs old wounds. China fears a mini NATO forming in Asia. With the Philippines, Japan, and the US tightening security ties, the opposition is about more than missiles. It's about stopping a trend of regional alignment against China. Beijing's message: this deal crosses a red line. The recent missile deal is just one element of Manila's ambitious and comprehensive military modernization program. Over the past decade, the Philippines has recognized the urgent need to upgrade its armed forces, not only to keep pace with regional developments but also to address growing security challenges in the Indo-Pacific. This modernization effort includes acquiring advanced weaponry, improving training, and investing in new technologies to enhance the country's overall defense capabilities. At the heart of this strategy is the strengthening of alliances. The Philippines is actively building a robust network of partnerships to deter potential aggression, with its revitalized mutual defense treaty with the United States serving as a cornerstone. This treaty not only provides security assurances, but also facilitates intelligence sharing, joint planning, and rapid response in times of crisis. Expanded U.S. access to Philippine bases and the regular conduct of joint military exercises, such as the high-profile Balikatan drills, send a powerful message of deterrence to would-be aggressors. These exercises improve interoperability and demonstrate the commitment of both nations to regional stability. Manila is also diversifying its defense partnerships, acquiring BrahMos supersonic missiles from India, which significantly boosts its coastal defense capabilities and signals a willingness to look beyond traditional allies for cutting-edge technology. The Philippines is deepening its security ties with Australia as well, engaging in joint maritime patrols and regular defense dialogues to address shared concerns in the region. Partnerships with the United Kingdom and France are also growing, with both European powers increasing their naval visits and defense cooperation with Manila. Australia, in particular, has conducted joint patrols with the Philippine Navy in the contested South China Sea, reinforcing a collective stance on freedom of navigation and regional security. Meanwhile, European navies are stepping up their presence in the Pacific, with French and German warships making port calls in Manila, further internationalizing the security environment. This expanding web of cooperation is transforming the Philippines from what was once considered a weak link in regional security into a more confident and capable actor, ready to play a leading role in shaping the Indo-Pacific's future. The ultimate goal is integrated deterrence, creating a security environment where any attack on the Philippines would be met with a swift, coordinated, and costly response, making such aggression a risky gamble for any adversary. The recent Chusam missile deal with Japan is a key piece of this evolving strategy, representing the first time Japan has exported a major defense system to Southeast Asia and highlighting the growing trust between the two nations. Manila is determined to defend its sovereignty and territorial integrity, leveraging both advanced new weapons and a growing circle of reliable friends and allies. As the Philippines steps up, the entire region is taking notice, watching closely as Manila transforms itself into a pivotal player in the Indo-Pacific's evolving security landscape. The Philippines' military transformation is now visible on the ground. The AFP is shifting from internal security to external defense, activating new units and deploying advanced weapons. The Marine Corps' new BrahMos missile battalion gives Manila a powerful anti-ship capability. These mobile launchers can threaten any vessel within 300 kilometers of the coast, creating a formidable deterrent. The Chusam system will add a defensive shield, protecting both missile batteries and critical infrastructure. Together, these systems create a layered, resilient defense network. The modernization program also includes new fighters, ships, and surveillance systems. The message: the Philippines is serious about defending its territory. Advanced missiles like BrahMos and Chusam fundamentally change the Philippines' strategic position. For years, Manila lacked the means to deter or respond to aggression. Now, it has real teeth. Mobile, land-based missiles give the Philippines an asymmetric edge, raising the cost for any would-be aggressor. The porcupine strategy makes the country a far riskier target. These capabilities also strengthen Manila's hand in diplomacy and in enforcing its legal rights in the South China Sea. A credible deterrent allows the Philippines to better protect its resources and assert its sovereignty. It also makes the country a more valuable ally, contributing to regional security. The era of symbolic resistance is over. Manila is now a serious player. The Japan-Philippines missile deal is a sign of a rapidly realigning Indo-Pacific. New security networks are emerging as countries hedge against China's growing power. The Quad, AUKUS, and a web of bilateral ties are creating a more distributed security architecture. This collective strength is meant to deter aggression, but it also raises the risk of miscalculation. Beijing sees encirclement, fueling a dangerous action-reaction cycle and accelerating the regional arms race. Advanced missiles, submarines, and jets are proliferating, making any incident potentially explosive. The future hangs in the balance. Will stronger alliances deter conflict or spark it? Diplomats must manage competition and keep communication open to avoid catastrophe. The stakes for the region and the world have never been higher. The South China Sea is now the front line of 21st century geopolitics.